I wonder if I'm going to ask you about a couple of guys who used to play for the Stamps. What Michael Griffin has been to you guys since he joined you?
Yeah, very professional, picked up on things very quickly, very athletic, like can jump out of the gym fast, tough defender, fits in very well. I think he's a good listener too. Like I think he's taking information from the group as guys are communicating, which is pretty good.
I don't know if you have the same perception, but as I watch back, it's terrifying when he's going after the quarterback. He is 100 miles an hour and 220 pounds, and nobody gets in his way.
Yeah, I'm not sure quarterbacks would say the same. I imagine if a quarterback from the opposition is saying they're terrified, then they're probably not a quarterback.
He is. I'm trying to think of how to phrase it, but he seems like he's smartly aggressive.
Yep.
Like when there's an open lane, he is 100 miles an hour to try to do what he's supposed to do there.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Okay. There's lots to like about him. He's a great teammate, really good guy. Fits well.
And then James Waters, what's he been? The last couple of games have been very noticeable. Obviously.
Yeah, very professional, goes about his business. He's got a serious approach to it, but I think he's also got that other side that allows him to have a lot of fun. I like his workmanlike attitude, and I think he's, obviously, I think he's an accomplished pass rusher and run defender. He's a very good defensive end because he can do a lot of different things, right? And he's had a bunch of different experiences that have, led him to make really good decisions. He's a good pro, a really good pro. He's a very good addition to the team.
And then just one other one. As he makes his way back, what does Jamal Woods add to that defense, to that front?
Yeah, I think if you've noticed him the last little while, he's all over the field. He is nonstop running to the football. He's athletic. He's really, really smart. Like he's a high level football IQ, high IQ guy. Yeah.
Where does his music make it into your rotation? Is it MPH Bobo's?
Well, it's interesting. He knows more songs than I think anybody else on the team might know. Now, maybe that's a competition. I don't know. But he just seems to know so much music. I think it's cool.
That's very cool. Sure.
Didn't know that, but let's talk. How does facing Vernon Adams compare to facing Nick Arbuckle?
Well, I mean, it's no stretch to say Vernon's probably more elusive, more athletic, right? He has certainly looking to make plays downfield also, like most good quarterbacks are, but he just seems to, his escapability is top-notch. His understanding of where the defenders are coming from and how to elude them and keep the ball moving downfield is elite.
Switching to your quarterbacks, what do you notice about opposing defenses when they're facing Zach as opposed to facing Chris? What do you notice they do?
Well, I mean, they would be certainly more aware of the hard run threat, but they still have to defend the entire concept, right? I mean, I don't know that you can just say, oh, we're going to defend the run against Chris Suller. He's thrown some beautiful passes for touchdowns, right? So your defense is your defense. Your awareness, especially as a second level player, as a linebacker, or as a contained type of guy, is, yeah, this guy can threaten me more, and here's the caution I have to use when I'm rushing, right? But Zach's a hell of an athlete too. They just can do it differently,
Sure.
Where Streves can be a hard pounder, and you have to adjust for that kind of tackle,
And conversely, then when Zach's in, do you find there are not as many in the box as often?
It depends on our formation and the rest of the personnel. I don't think it's not just based on who the trigger man is.
Right.
Yeah.
Potentially, though, could open up your run game more when you have a quarterback like Zach in?
Could it open up your run game more, quarterback with Zach?
More of a passing threat, I guess.
And once again, I think it depends on the tendencies are so heavily charted. Field position, down a distance, formationally, like there's so many factors that go in that spits out a number that says here's their percentage runs out of this, and this. Like it's everybody's defense will be dialed in to what you do out of certain things. The trick as a linebacker was to always narrow it down to two choices, two plays. These are the two plays they do out of this, right? Now, balanced offenses don't give you that as much of a key, right?
Hey, Coach, a few weeks ago when we were talking to Jason Hogan, he was kind of saying that he viewed Dylan Mitchell as a little bit more of a, I guess, a wide out than a slot. But the first two practices that we watched, at least this week, we saw him logging a couple of snaps at slot. I'm just wondering.
I think everybody on our offense,
Yep.
everybody gets moved around and has turns waggling and not waggling and motioning in and out and all that stuff. So I don't see it as that they've changed their mind.
Okay. Because I was going to ask if moving him inside was something you guys have become maybe a little bit more open to.
Once again, our offense is our offense. Lots of guys have to know what to do in lots of different spots.
Could you just talk about maybe what you've seen from him this week as well? Maybe just your overall thoughts of what you've seen from him.
He's been good. He's been accurate. He's been attentive in meetings and learning and asking good questions and working hard at it.
It's been that way for a while. It seems like it's been trending in the right direction.
He's been putting in the work.
Yeah.
Mike,
Ed?
how you doing?
Good.
Yes. Kendall Randolph, I haven't even hardly asked a question about him all year. How is he settling in at right tackle?
Yeah, he's doing really well. Yeah, really well. I mean, obviously, he's a terrific athlete. I've talked about this several times. I like that he's got a bit of a switch from practice to a game in terms of how the intensity sort of shows up, right? He practices hard, but there's another level to it in the game, and he's continually learning and getting better and working well with the other guys. He's a great fit.
I hate to use the word transformation, but what have you seen from him since you first saw him last?
Yeah, I think it's just the confidence that comes with experience. You get more snaps, you get more confidence. He was never lacking in it. He just, who are you going against and how to study that and how to look at it, how to take in more information as you go along. When you're first starting out, if you're pretty narrow focus, you're just trying to listen to your line mate and take your steps and block. And now he's probably at a point where he's taking in a whole pile of information and, executing things maybe easier for him. Yeah.
You mentioned the fit. Why does it matter so much in the O-line room? I hear that a lot about the O-line guys say he fits.
Yeah, so much depends on them seeing the picture clearly together, right? It's like the telephone game. Once you pass the message on 5 times, what's it sound like at the other end? Well, it's the same idea. These linemen and the running back, and if you have a tight end, they all have to see the picture similarly. Now, the center is the one who's going to paint the picture for them, but they have to hear it and then see how it changes as on the fly, what they're going to do when it does change. Them being on the same page is crucial, more so than a lot of other spots on the field.
Seems like fit also means you have to like red meat and beer too.
Yeah, I don't know about Kendall. I haven't asked him if he likes to drink beer.
O-line guys say he fits
Yeah,
our.
they just, I mean, so much depends on them seeing the picture clearly together, right? It's like the telephone game. Once you pass the message on 5 times, what's it sound like at the other end? Well, it's the same idea. These linemen and the running back, and if you have a tight end, they all have to see the picture similarly. Now, the center is the one who's going to paint the picture for them, but they have to hear it and then see how it changes is on the fly, what they're going to do when it does change. You know, them being on the same page is crucial, more so than a lot of other spots on the field.
Seems like fit also means you have to like red meat and beer too. It's
Yeah, I don't know about Kendall. I haven't asked him if he likes to drink beer.
just wondering.
Yeah.